What is going on, guys? It's JWMGaming here, and today I'm bringing you something a little bit different. And this is something I've wanted to do for quite some time now. It's Simpsons Tapped Out, and here we have my town. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour and a few tips and tricks just to see how to get to level 939. Now, let's start the tour off by showing you the area around Homer's house. Now, as you can see, I've got Ned's house next door. Over here we have a cool brown house. Nelson's house over here. I wanted to go for a little bit of a community vibe here. If you have the space, if you have the money, you know, why not? We have Sanjay's house. Over here we have Wigham's house. What's this? Skinner's house, etc, etc. You know how it goes. So we've got the little community living here. A few holiday and premium houses just here. Now, if we move it back a bit, you can see this goes quite far up here. We have the furniture store, IKEA. Next door, Institute of Technology. Moving across here, we have the higher end, should I say, part of town. We have the convention centre, where all these celebrities would go for their awards and whatnot. Their famous restaurants and high class dining. Now, while we're over here, what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you around Springfield Heights. Now, this is a new sort of area, recently unlocked for me at least anyway, so it's not going to be amazing. Let's get them working. Now, as you can see here, we have the deluxe condo. A lot of these need upgrading, and that is quite some time to get into it, but you know, the layout of this area of town isn't going to be amazing because it's recently just been unlocked. Now, you may be seeing quite a lot of premium items in this video. Don't worry, guys, I will show you my tips and tricks how to get all the premium items you can. But up here we have a lot of mansions. You know, this is going to be the high class part of town where all the celebrities and whatnot live. And it is quite spacious at the moment, quite open, because, as I was saying, it's recently unlocked, and I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to do things as we unlock. You know, we still got quite a bit more to unlock over here, as you can see, and that will take me quite some time, the way I play at least, anyway. So this is our Springfield Heights. Not much to see up here, as you can see. Anyway, saying that, coming back out of town, scrolling down the beachfront, we have Burns' Manor here, with quite a few luxury high-end items here. On the beachfront here, we have Krustyburger Port here. Another premium item, I think, at least. I'm not too sure. I've been playing this game a good few years now, so I can't actually remember how I got half of these things. But then again, Burns' neighbour, we have Rainier Wolf Castle. His high-end mansion here. He's basically the Arnie Schwarzenegger, isn't he? So here you have two American flags. Moving along to the Squid Port on the beachfront. Nice layout, as you guys can see here. We've got a few restaurants here, a few arcade things and whatnot. Personally, I quite like my Squid Port. A lot of time it took to make all these boardwalk sections, but you put time into the game, guys, and you will get results. Anyway, moving along here, next to Rainier Wolf Castle, we do have the town hall, right in the centre of town, in front of the Squid Port. Now, I tried to build the town as an actual town, so you know the layout is going to look like a town, I think. So you've got behind the town hall, Springfield Park. Now, he was in the middle, but they recently released his Skyfinger. I say recently, I'm not entirely sure because you know, I haven't been playing again. I stopped playing for a while, but now I'm back. And while we're here, we can carry on looking down the beachfront. So next to the town hall, we have the Amico Summer House. Not entirely sure who that is or what that's about, but yeah, I figured it would fit nicely next door to Fat Tony's compound. Italians living together, why not? Nice. Next door to Fat Tony, what do we have here? We have Grammys Compound. Now, I could have put him up here next to the town hall, but my small brain doesn't work like that, so he's down here. He's a mob boss, isn't he, really? So he can be next to the Fat Tony. I'm sure they're friends in real life. Anyway, moving back up here to the Simpsons area, the residential area, we have Springfield Elementary. Up here, behind it, we have Otto, just sleeping on his little bus, parked outside the school. ready to pick people up whenever he can. In the back, we have Willie. Yeah, doing his thing. What do we have? We're next door to the school. We have the ambulance and the hospital. Because you never know what kind of trouble these kids are going to get up to. Just behind that, obviously, you got to have the mortuary and the, you know, mausoleums and cemeteries and whatnot. Spooky, Halloween sort of stuff. You know how it goes. Wailing Wall and ancient burial grounds and whatnot. Why the frick not, guys? But just in front of the general hospital, we have Springfield High School. As you can see, they are LGBTQ, what's the word? Pro. Positive? Either way, they've got the rainbow walks. They've got the rainbow trees, guys. What more do you need? Little alien here, he's eating in the dumpster. What's he like? Just ate a cat. Anyway, moving sort of just round the corner from the Simpsons house, we have the two strips. Two strips along the, we've got the Kwik-E-Mart just round the corner from their house. Moles, he's LGBTQ pro as well. Given that recent update, maybe last year, whenever it was, I can't quite remember. Could have been this year, I don't know. But they did this thing where you get loads of rainbows and stuff. I didn't really take part. Not because I'm not LGBTQ pro, guys, just because it's one of those games where you just got to put time into it, and I'm not a big fan of dedicating. But this layout here, I'm quite liking this. You know, I tried to have a look at how the actual Simpson Street goes and try and copy that, but obviously you can't fully copy everything because we don't fully know the layout of the town. But you know, Herman's Military Antiques and whatnot, Dungeon, Aztec Theatre, and behind that we have another strip, or High Street, I'm going to call it. Behind there we have the First Church of Springfield. A few people in there praying. What else do we have? Right, so back here we have the power plant. What is Cletus doing? Dig through the garbage. Nice. So up here we have the power plant. Who's working today? Anybody? That woman. I forgot her name. Anyway, then we have some mental institution. He's got it. Centre for Medicine. Yep, that's for those people there. Putt-putt mini-golf. I couldn't quite fit that in anywhere else, so where better to put it than behind factories and in an industrial sort of area. Over here we have the Duff Brewery. Nicely fenced in with all the Duff whatnots. Duff little tower there. Next door we have the Springfield Museum of Natural History. Perfectly placed for school trips. We have a grocery store, or what would you call it over there? A supermarket, I guess. Regardless, one of the two. Nice parking spaces there. Moving down a little bit further, we have the Nollie Gym, or however you say that, but another place perfectly located for school trips. Next to this, we have Hibbert's Family Practice, alongside Retirement Castle. Nice placement there. A few other things here. Community centre, right behind the old people's home. What a better place to put that than there, eh? Krustyburger, right next door to a Gulp and Bowl, or Gulp and Blot, one of the two. A few more shops here with the Department of... we're moving into the centre of town now, guys. Down here we have Luigi's and a few government buildings, DMV, the IRS, real estate thing, I guess. Next door to that we have the Businessman's Social Club. Nicely suited to sit right next door to Luigi's, because they are mob bosses, aren't they, really? Adult Education Annex. Not entirely sure what that building is, but I figured it fit in nicely with the aesthetic look of this place. And right in front of the Businessman's Social Club, we have the police station, guys. I think that's nice and adequately placed. Right next door to the courts over here. Looking quite nice, if you ask me. Then we have Springfield Mall in the sort of centre of town, with Piggly's Super Small right next door. Nice little parking lot there. Over here we have a few more high-end stores. Daily Challenges, Big Box, Bulgari, Spiffany's. A few jewellery shops here. Near enough to the IRS, so of course it's perfectly suited. Then down here beyond the old Grammys Compound we have Springfield Dam. So let's place a bet. Let's just see what happens. $20,000. Behind those we have the news station here. Nice aesthetic there, if you ask me again. Behind those we have Monroe's Family Therapy Centre. Try and Save store just next to that, and we lost. What do you know? Moving back up a bit here to the centre of town. What else do we have? Gilded Truffle, and next to them, Gypsy Fortune Teller Shop. I'm not entirely sure of the angles of those, but I think they work with the layout. Next door to that we have the Office for Unemployment, as we call in England the Job Centre Plus. Now instead of going down sort of this way, I'm going to sort of carry on this way as we were here. So next to the community centre we have Lugash's gym. He is Lugash. Over here we have a few chocolate items. Not entirely sure where I got these from again, but we have them, and I think they fit quite nicely in. You show them, buddy. But then again, fitting in with the sort of industrial area up here, we have XP Collider. Now, I did buy a 10-day XP Collider for my tips and tricks, you know, to get donuts. I'll show you how to do that slightly in a bit. Over here we have sort of the sports centre area. Again, we have the Coliseum. Next to that we have the stadium. We have an ice rink over here. This is the new event that's going on, the wrestlers. What do you think of the wrestler event, guys? Me, personally, I'm not that big a fan, but, you know, free stuff is free stuff. Up here is a sort of Christmas event. From over the years, you've been getting different Christmas trees, holiday tree, whatnot, elf caves, all sorts of crazy Simpsons stuff. This, again, I'm not entirely sure how I got this. Not entirely sure if it's a premium item or not, but yeah. And if you have the giant magnet, guys, what better place to put it than on the tyre yard? Makes it look like it's on fire. Scrolling down again here, we have the Wrestling Pavilion. These are some of the new items that come out with this release. So we have the boxing ring or wrestling ring, whatever you want to call it. Dressing room. There's a few other items that we can unlock, you know, with this event, such as this character here, this character here, this character here, Hulk Hogan, I think that is. This is one I should be doing right now. We've got a pile of trash, currency for spending on, you know, event items, buildings, a lot of cool stuff. So that's until May the 13th. So we've got a good few days left for that. Then moving back here, we have sort of wildlife. We've got the Springfield Dam, and I've just broke it. We have the Himalayas, which you get for getting to level 939. You kind of unlock it as you go on through all the different characters you see. Is that the latest one? I'm not entirely sure. I think this is the full one. Yeah, that's the full one. So anyway, this is the nature sort of reserve. We have the ski ice mountain, whatever you want to call that. That unlocks Sexy Flanders, you wouldn't believe. Yeah, sort of industrial area again here, but this is the wildlife here. So the water flowing from the dam scrolls all the way down here. Now here we have the Springfield Penitentiary. Again, I like the aesthetic of this place. I do think it fits in quite nice, actually. You know, it takes a lot of time to build a nice town, and I think I've got a nice town, so that's that. We've got a crashed police car just outside, adds again to the aesthetic. Scrolling over just a little bit more, we have a little freak show going on here with the Fantastical Bestiarium. Not entirely sure they go together, but at a distance, they do. But we have a open air stage, which I think looks quite nice. Don't know about you guys, but yeah. Another sort of residential area, just a few houses here anyway. We've got Cletus's farm just over here. And here we have Krusty Studios. Or what's this? Krusty Lou. Well, never heard of that. Anyway, this will be the studios just here. Now, moving into the sort of centre of town, which I was going to show you before. A lot of sort of high-rise buildings. I'm working on my monorail, as you can see. Getting those pieces together is a pain in the ass. But we have a lot of condos here. Condos. A few diners. Overpass diner, because I think The monorail going over past it looks quite nice. Fits in with the name as well. Little what's it called? Pun. That's the one. All night gym. Barney's Bowlerama fixed over here with Honest John's computers. I think that looks quite nice as well. But we have the train station, or the monorail station, in the middle of town with all these high-rise buildings. I have upgraded this one to the max, which is quite high if you ask me. I prefer this look, to be fair. So we'll go back to that one. Nelson's mom is performing tonight at the strip club over here with a few more condos. Which actually, no, I'll show these condos. But yeah, so we have sort of a lot of town centre sort of stuff, you know, the city centre. We've got this long escalator to nowhere, or whatever. The sit and rotate. A few more hotels down here, and another sort of residential area as we move down a little bit further. So let's start from down here. We've got a beachfront property. I quite like the look of this one, on the side of the road. And this is where we have the new Krusty Land, because they did an update where you had to, where it's now moved it from a separate sort of screen to this one. And now I had to rebuild my whole bloody Krusty Land. That was a pain in the ass. I didn't expect to see, but we have it. So that's that. I'll show you that in a second, actually. But we have Dead Lobster. I couldn't really figure out where to fit this in, so I thought, well, I've got this big space along here. I'll try and fit it in. You can see a few trees here where I figured I'd try and plant some to fill in this edge. But we'll get to that. And then again, down here we have a sort of concert area. Maybe where you'd see your download or whatnot. You know how it goes. But here we have the Krusty Land. Now, as you can see, this is where I get my money from. You can see I've got 1.2 billion Krusty Land tokens. How does he get that, you ask? Well, when the game first came out, maybe a few years ago, there was this sort of glitch you could do. You download a patcher app, you know, you can kind of hack the game into thinking you've got whatever currency you want. So I did that, and they didn't take it off me. So don't take it off me now. That's so you just kind of sit here and constantly press this, and you know, I've got 10 million now. I've had about 150 million once before, but yeah, I mean, it's not quite proud of me to say, but yeah, it means I have money. It's less of a grind, should I say, so you can complain all you want, but I get paid, baby. Anyway, so here we have the Krusty Land. What do you think of the layout? Obviously, we have this tour bus here, or the Krusty Land shuttle, because you had to put another one down, so I figured this was quite a nice place to go. We've got the car park, we can fill in the cars, see how many people want to come to Krusty Land today. But we put the fences around it. Krusty Land Hotel right behind the entrance. And then behind that we have the tavern for where all the adults want to go, while their little shits run around and do whatever they want to do in Krusty Land. Oh yeah, let's put a movie on so I can get some of these. Yep, that's nice. Anyway, we have some mopeds just outside for renting. But yeah, Krusty Land. So it's quite big. I've got all of the sort of big stuff you can get. This again, the Duff Gardens and the Duff Aquarium and whatnot. I don't think they're supposed to go in Krusty Land, but well, I mean, they don't fit on the Krusty Land floor, shall I say? But I figured out why not? Why not put them here anyway? Where else would you put them, really? Next to the brewery, I guess you could, but I figure they fit in quite nicely with the aesthetic of Krusty Land. Here we have the stunt pool. Little line in there with a shark. Some of the random things you see in Springfield. What is this place? That's the Superior Squad HQ. Okay, that's nice. Here's again a sort of more industrial area. As we move out of the city, we scroll down here. We have the rail yard and recycling, metal depot, and all these crap here. With again, don't know why. I might move this to Springfield Heights. But we've got Burns Casino. It doesn't really fit in down here. You know, with the junkyard and the Ajax Steel and, you know, the recycling plant and whatnot. But I figured out, well, I needed to put it somewhere, so that was a place I'll put it. What else we got? We've been up here, showed this little area here. Right, so obviously we've got Cletus's farm here in the middle of this big foresty area. So yeah, we'll plant something real quick. I've got people on 12-hour jobs, so there you go. Plant some of that crap. Grub shack. All this dilapidated sort of crap that's just around. You know, I figure it fits in quite nicely with this Hicks little house over here in the woods. But this is the wooded area. You might be able to see mountains and all this crap here. So we're going to go through it. We've got Cars Mountain. That's a premium item, I think. Camp Krusty along the road here in the woods. Nice little lake here. But yeah, this fits in quite nicely. I'm trying to build the world's largest redwood, but that's going to take some time. As you can see, I'm only on level 8. Or I've only done level 7. I'm on level 8 now, but we'll get that done eventually, don't worry. In there we have a little body hidden there. What's all that about? But anyway, moving down, we've got the Springfield Mountain, along with the murder horn. You tell them. In the woods we have Dr. Frink's little weird places lab. Yeah, in the woods, as it is. At the back here, along the back, so obviously we've got the slide there. Moving down, we've got Springfield Observatory in the woods. Fits in quite nicely there, I think. Scrolling down, we've got a abandoned sort of, what is this, a casino, a bar, a club, whatever it is abandoned. And I thought, well, I could put it at the beachfront, but you want the nice stuff at the beachfront, so let's put it just in the woods. That's why it's abandoned. No one's coming out here. Along with the Shinning Hotel and the maze. Technically, the maze should be kind of behind it, but couldn't really fit it in, so yeah, I have to put it there. But again, in the woods, fits in quite nicely if you ask me. Scrolling down again, we have Kwik-E-Mart central office up in the mountains. And at the base of the murder hall, we have drive-in theatre. Why don't we put a film on, guys, eh? Lord of the Rings extended cut. Anyway, moving down again, we have the crashed UFO. I think you unlock the alien characters with that. Not entirely sure. But it's there. In front of Volcano Lair. Let's put them in the Christmas one, just to piss people off. There we go. Again, moving back, we have another sort of villain's lair. Makes buildings, this one. Not entirely sure why you'd need about 1,000 of these buildings, but why not? It goes in, it fits in with this sort of aesthetic, I guess, maybe. But if there's anything else I need to put in the woods, or if anything else comes out, or I unlock anything, you know, what we've got to do is just get rid of these trees, like so. Anyway, moving down from this industrial area here, we have another sort of residential area. I thought, well, might as well have houses. What have we got here? Which one is the houses? I'm not entirely sure. One of them's for houses, that's all you need to know. So, anyway, I'll put more houses in. We have a eggnog bar, homeless shelter. This is going to be like a sort of upper class area, I think. But another Kwik-E-Mart down here, can't go wrong. And we've got a few more buildings. I've got all this empty space here. I was going to fill with something at some point. But, you know, we'll figure out what we're going to put there. Convention Centre. I could have put that up in Springfield Heights as well, but I don't know. Just it would have required a lot of shuffling things around. We've got Retro Lard Lad. Say that without saying something offensive. Next door to that, we have the Crazy Kraut. Yeah. Now, I could buy some of this land, but, you know, it costs like 300,000 a piece, so, you know, when we want to expand, maybe I'll do that. But I don't like empty land, so we'll go from there. Taco Bell, or Tofu Bell, as it's called in this game. You know, when you're doing your houses, guys, you've got to customise your gardens, because it looks weird otherwise, you know. Put effort into your town, guys, and, it, you know, it looks good. I know a lot of people like to have small, compact towns, know where everything is, but me, I like to have it decorated, you know. And of course, not everyone has the space I do, which is understandable. I'll show you a few towns in a minute. But yeah, you know, just at least put effort into your towns, guys. So up here, next to this, we have a few burger joints, you know. We've got this church here. Episcopal Church. I think this is a premium item, I think, with this DLC. I don't know what would you call it really, an event that's happening. This is a premium character. Montessori School. This is a being better than Springfield. So it's an elementary school, I guess, but for upper class kids. Again, I could have put this in the Heights. I think this is a Springfield Heights thing. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember, but I figured, well, it doesn't really fit up there, so I'll put it down here instead, next to these houses here. You know, you've got to have a school near your residential areas, guys. Same thing with your Stonecutter Lodge, and next to them, Stonecutter Daycare for all the little kids who want to be masons and whatnot. So yeah, next to them, or next to the Montessori School, I say, we have University of Heidelberg. I think it's a wrestling university, but I'm just going to pretend it's a normal university up in the higher end part of town. And then we've got all this empty space here. So I'm going to do a quick overview of the town, see if there's anything I haven't mentioned yet. But that is it so far, guys. We've got this, oh yeah, we've got this beachfront property down here. After Krustyburger Port, we've got this nice little beachfront property here. Beach Hideaway, that's like a, I think it's a 40 donut premium item, I'm not entirely sure. But adds 3.5 million real estate to your town. All these little islands around here. And next to that we have this. Again, I could have put this up in Springfield Heights, but I think it fits quite nicely with this beach aesthetic down here. A few Greenpeace boats, spread the love. But we've covered most of this, so if we just scroll back up here. Oh yeah, some of these houses, like I said, I think I covered them earlier. They're event houses, but I'm not entirely sure. Like this cauldron, that's something for Marge when she's the witch lady for Halloween. I think they're Halloween events, I'm not entirely sure. And again, they don't really fit, but I like this part of town because it's, you know, quirky. All these unique houses and whatnot. Nelson's house, still got the Christmas lights on. I leave them there because, you know, he's poor. And I figure they would be a bit too lazy to take the Christmas lights down. So, you know, that's a little, tiny little detail that I figured I'd put in there. You tell him, Mr. Burns. Right, just doing a once-over of the town. Toy workshop, yeah. I think that's near enough everything, guys. I'm not entirely sure. It's all the little details in this game. Like, you can make that disappear, or... what else can you do? You can... oh, well. But yeah, as it stands, I mean, I'm quite happy with the town. But at the same time, I figure... I could go for a reset, but you know, the amount of time and effort it would take me to redo everything is just, I couldn't. It would take so long. But yeah, so have a look at Springfield Heights once more. Yeah, there's a few more things I could do up here. You know, I'm still got to do this. There's quite a long way on that. All this blank spaces I want to fill in, you know, but like I said, they require a few more buildings for that. Now, another challenge that's going to take a long time is this, the investing, road to riches. Now, a normal person would have a hard time doing this. Me, with my, I'm not going to say hacked, but kind of glitched, I guess, Krusty Land glitch for money. Even me, it would take this long as well. It would take bloody ages. Invest 80 million just for this. That will take a bloody long time. Now you can do 10 at a time, 10 mil, 5 mil, 1 mil, but like I said, it's going to take a bloody long time. I think the next one after this is invest 500 million, and then it's invest a billion for that. So let's have a look at that. Like, this is 80 million, this one here. Or is it something else? Where's the... what am I talking about? I'm talking about this up here. Hang on. You get lost in your own town sometimes. Real estate. Right, where's that? Over here. Yeah, this. This is what I'm talking about. This takes bloody long as it is. This is what I'm saying. It's so... because you've got to upgrade things to get the money. And mine is currently worth 42 million. To get the lake, we need 200 million. That is so long. Then the next one is... well, I'm assuming that's 500 million to get Ziv's mansion. And then Billionaire Heaven, well, or Haven, you can kind of guess what that is. That would be a billion. So, can you imagine how long it would take to get a billion using just your Springfield Heights stuff? And remember, look, if I try and upgrade this, hang on, wrong button, upgrade this, it will give me 3.1 million bonus. 42 million. So that's only 45 million. And they want to get me to a billion. Oh, that's going to take a long bloody time. Paul Modern Mansion, that's that one, 9 million. I think this will be the key to upgrade this one, but like I said, costs, pills and that, and you know, you got to put them on jobs, and it's just so bloody long. But anyway, so I'm going to quickly show you my my tips and tricks how to get donuts, guys, how to get all these premium items. Because if we go to the store right now, let's have a look at the Now let's have a look at the premium stuff. So have a look. Baby Gerald, 100 donuts. Giant Robot, 75 donuts. Gone Fishing, 85 donuts, guys. You know, this one here, Maison Derriere, 150. Springfield Gorge, 250. You know, it's a lot of donuts to buy these individual items. But if you have a look at the yearbook mystery box, you can get a random item for 30 donuts. Now, if you have the money, like I do, what you do is, and you've got this over here, the Springfield XP Collider, bang a collision on. So, I don't know, use 5 donuts if you have 5 donuts. Put 24 hours and multiply XP on. That does 5 times XP, guys. Now, if you have the, what would I say? If you have the donuts, if you have the money as well. So I've got 10 million as it is. So, if you have the money and you have the XP and the donuts, that's on. Find an empty space of land. You may know this if you're an avid player, but for those who just want to get a little bit further, you've got your XP Collider on. Scroll across to the Rat Trap Delivery Truck. This gives the largest amount of XP. So let's just do 1 and see how much XP it gives. 10,000, shitload, 100,000 XP. It gives a shitload of XP. So we're on 462,000 now. At my current level, you get 3 donuts for every million XP. A million XP is a long time. So you need at least 10 to get to a million. So if I just do it again, this is what I do. So we've got the money, guys. We've got the XP on, and we just spam it. And hang on. So we've leveled up. That's not what we want. We don't want 1 donut. We want 3. We don't want 2. We want 3. So we spent another 100,000. Okay, fair enough. But we've got 3 donuts. Now we come in here again. And we keep doing it. We just keep doing it. Let's do that many. Okay, 1. Disappointment. Let's do 3. There we go. So we've got 3 more. Boom. Okay, 1. Whatever. We want 3. There we go. We've got 3. Right. So, we've got 10 donuts. We want to keep doing that till we get to 30. So let's just keep buying. Okay, we've got 3 more there. Right, we're on 19, so we want to get 30, like I was saying. You keep buying until you get 30. So I've got 4 million left. I should have enough. Two donuts, not what you want to see, but you just keep buying. If you have the money, like I said, keep buying. If not, you still get 1, so it's not all that bad. But the XP you get, guys, with the Collider running and using the rat traps, you get a shit ton of XP. And by doing this method, you will get all the premium items as well. So we've got 3 there, that's another one. We'll just see. So we'll do it one more time maybe. We'll level up one more time. Right, that's all we can afford. But we leveled up. That's all we need to know. Okay, we've got the 3. That's all we need. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got $2,000 left. But if we come on here, we've got 30 donuts now. We can buy one of these. What are we going to get? Moe's house. That's what I was kind of hoping for. So we've got Moe's house now. And we'll just find somewhere to put this for now. Crap. Where's the space? Right, we'll just put Moe's house here, just for now. Now, you might be thinking, what are you going to do with all these rat trucks?
That's where buildings come from.
The judge sent me a restraining order against peeping on people in bushes. That's my favourite job. Guess it's time for a new hobby. What do disgusting loners like me enjoy? Of course, writing poetry. All I need is a dark pit to do it in, and maybe a skull with a candle in it. Well, we've got Moe's house. Isn't that nice? Let's have a look at it. But you just keep repeating that trick, guys, and, you know, for an item, let's refresh it right now real quickly. Springfield Gorge. You have a chance of getting Springfield Gorge, guys, for 30 donuts. You have a 20% chance to receive each item. The thing is, once you buy one item, and you get one, the list stays there. So all you need to do is keep repeating it until you get all 5 of them, really. And 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. For 150 donuts, you can get all 5 of these. Yeah, Springfield Gorge, we just saw. Let's have a look again on the premium items. 250. What are you doing, guys? Just buy it on here. Now, like I was saying, what do we do with all these rat trucks? Well, you just sell them all. You get only 37,000 back. You know, it did cost us what, 150,000 each. But you know, these are the sacrifices you make. So we'll just sell all these, get our money back. Right, so we've got 2.4 million back from that. Fair enough. What's Mo doing? Mo's house on an ancient burial site. Make Mo dig out a basement. Well, he's busy right now, so we'll leave him to do that. But yeah, guys, that's my town and that's my tips and tricks. But like I was saying as well, if you have a shitload of Krusty Land tickets, we can just keep repeating this. Now, you might want to turn the sound off when you do this because it can get annoying. As you can tell. But, like I said, I've got 1.2 billion Krusty Land tickets. So, I think I figured out I can get about 4 billion Springfield dollars. That's quite a lot. And, you know, if only you guys got involved in the glitch sooner. Anyway, that's my town, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little video here. Something different, I know, but something I've been meaning to do for quite a while. So you've seen my town. Let me know what you think, guys, and I'll see you